Seoul's Unification Ministry spokeswoman Eugene Lee said on Friday that Pyongyang could potentially conduct its next ICBM tests this weekend or around October 10, another North Korean holiday marking the founding of its ruling party. North Korea has previously marked key dates with displays of military power, but now its tests appear to be driven by the need to improve missile capabilities. The North is just coming off its sixth and the most powerful nuclear test to date on Sunday in what it claimed was a detonation of a thermonuclear weapon built for its ICBMs. The country tested its developmental Song-14 ICBMs twice in July, and analysts say the flight data from the launches indicate the missiles could cover a broad swath of the continental United States, including major cities such as Los Angeles and Chicago. When perfected, North Korea fired the ICBMs at highly lofted angles in July to reduce ranges and avoid other countries. But South Korean officials say the next launches could be conducted at angles close to operational, as the North would seek to test whether the warheads survive the harsh conditions of atmospheric re-entry and detonate properly. In Washington, President Donald Trump reiterated on Thursday that military action is certainly an option against North Korea, as his administration tentatively concurred with the BRIA nation's claim to have tested a hydrogen bomb. A senior administration official said the U.S. was still assessing last weekend's underground explosion but so far noted nothing inconsistent with Pyongyang's claim. Military action would certainly be an option, Mr. Trump told a White House news conference. I would prefer not going the route of the military, but it's something certainly that could happen. Pressed on whether he could accept a scenario in which the isolated nation had nukes but was contained and deterred, Mr. Trump demurred. I don't put my negotiations on the table, unlike past administrations. I don't talk about them. But I can tell you North Korea is behaving badly and it's got to stop, he said. North Korea broke from its pattern of lofted launches last month when it fired a powerful new intermediate-range missile, the Song-12, over northern Japan. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un then called the launch a meaningful prelude to containing the U.S. Pacific Island territory of Guam and called for his military to conduct more ballistic missile launches targeting the Pacific Ocean. Meanwhile, Sweden urged its citizens on Friday to refrain from unnecessary trips to North Korea. The announcement by the Swedish Foreign Affairs Ministry came hours after Mexico's government said it declared North Korean Ambassador Kim Hyang-gil as persona non grata and ordered him to leave the country within 72 hours in response to Sunday's nuke test. The United States has already banned Americans from traveling to North Korea following the death of Otto Warmbier, a 22-year-old college student from Ohio who was released from North Korea in June in a coma after being detained there for more than a year. Sweden has had diplomatic relations with North Korea since 1973. The Swedish embassy in Pyongyang also provides consular services for the United States, Australia, and Canada. China's 11 asks Macron for help. Chinese President Xi Jinping called on France to help ease the situation in North Korea during a phone call with French President Emmanuel Macron, state media said on Friday, days after Pyongyang's largest ever nuclear test. The conversation came one day after statements from China supporting stronger sanctions against Pyongyang and necessary measures at the UN Security Council, where China and France both hold vetoed. China hopes that France, as a permanent member of the UN Security Council, will play a constructive role in easing the situation and restarting dialogue on North Korea, Mr. Xi said, according to state broadcaster CCTV. North Korea triggered global alarm on Sunday with its most powerful nuclear blast to date, claiming to have successfully tested a hydrogen bomb. During the call, the Chinese leader expressed his desire for the denuclearization of the Korean peninsula, which he had also noted during a conversation with German Chancellor Angela Merkel hours earlier. Mr. Macron told Mr. Xi that France is willing to strengthen cooperation with China to promote the proper settlement of the nuclear issue. Mr. Macron reiterated the international community's condemnation of North Korea's provocations, the French president's office told AFP. These provocations call on the international community to place new pressure towards the goal of bringing Pyongyang back to negotiations and avoiding dangerous escalations, it said. On Thursday, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi had said, China agrees that the UN Security Council should respond further by taking necessary measures. Earlier, Ms. Merkel's spokesman Stefan Siebert said the German leader and Mr. Xi both agreed to sup.